News from the Duggar family has taken a heartbreaking turn. Jordyn-Grace, the once smiling youngest daughter viewers watched grow up on 19 kids and counting, has been hospitalized with a sudden, critical illness, leaving Jim, Bob, Michelle, and the entire Duggar family in shock. The public only just learned about it, but behind the scenes, multiple sources say the situation has been far more serious than anyone imagined. This isn't just another headline in the Duggar family's long history in the spotlight. This is a deeply personal, urgent crisis. For those who may not remember, Jordyn-Grace Duggar is now, insert current age, the 18th child of Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar. Viewers first saw her as a tiny toddler during the family's TLC years, often in the background of bustling household scenes, but always with a sweet smile and gentle presence. The Duggar family has weathered controversies, scandals, and public criticism before, moments that tested their faith and their public image. But what's happening now is different. This is about the health and safety of one of their youngest children, something that strikes at the heart of their family's private life. In the next hour, we're breaking down everything we know, how this unfolded, the timeline from first signs of illness to hospitalization, the public's reaction, the family's response, and the unanswered questions about what might come next. The news of Jordyn-Grace's sudden hospitalization didn't break through an official Duggar statement. It first emerged in the quiet, sometimes unreliable corners of social media. Around 8 p.m. last Friday, a concerned acquaintance of the family posted a cryptic message to Facebook saying only, "Please pray for the Duggar family tonight. One of the younger children is in serious condition." Within minutes, screenshots began circulating on Instagram fan pages, sparking a flood of speculation. Not long after, an anonymous insider, someone who claimed to have close ties to the Duggars, sent a tip to a celebrity news blog revealing that it was Jordyn-Grace who had been rushed to a nearby hospital earlier that afternoon. While the post offered no details about her condition, the fact that it named her directly set off a wave of discussion and, in some cases, panic among the family's followers. By Saturday morning, mainstream outlets began cautiously reporting on the story, though most leaned heavily on sources close to the family rather than direct quotes. At that point, Jim, Bob, and Michelle remained silent. This wasn't unusual for them. The Duggars have long been known for holding back until they can control exactly what is said and how it's presented. When the first official acknowledgement came, it was through the family's joint Instagram account, a short, carefully worded post asking for privacy and prayers. The message did not confirm any medical details, nor did it explain the cause of Jordyn-Grace's hospitalization. Michelle's choice of wording, referring to the situation as a challenging time, left many readers wondering just how severe things really were. Meanwhile, reactions from the Duggar siblings varied. Some older children, like Jill and Jinga, shared simple prayer emojis or Bible verses on their own accounts. Others, including Jana, stayed completely silent. This patchwork of responses added to the sense that not everyone in the family was on the same page about what should be shared with the public. In the absence of hard facts, early speculation ran wild. Was this the result of an accident? A sudden illness? A long-term condition the family had kept private? Online discussions became a mix of heartfelt concern, unfounded theories, and, inevitably, misinformation. The truth is, this moment is a reflection of a long-standing Duggar pattern. They have always been fiercely protective of their image and the information they release. During their years on TLC, the family maintained strict control over what viewers saw, often downplaying or entirely avoiding personal hardships in favor of wholesome, perfect family moments. Now, with the cameras gone, that instinct to filter reality seems even stronger. Still, the fact that the news leaked before they could make an official statement shows just how hard it is to keep something of this magnitude under wraps, even for a family as media-savvy as the Duggars. At this time, there are no verified statements from the Duggar family, their representatives, or reputable news outlets confirming the exact nature of Jordyn-Grace's illness. Most current chatter comes from YouTube commentary and social media speculation, which should be treated cautiously. Without official details, it's important to acknowledge the uncertainty and avoid overstating the facts. Family health background. While Jordyn-Grace herself has not been publicly linked to any previous medical issues, the Duggar family does have a documented history of health challenges. The most notable case is her younger sister, Josie Duggar, who was born in 2009 at just 25.5 weeks due to Michelle Duggar developing preeclampsia, a severe pregnancy complication marked by dangerously high blood pressure. Josie's early arrival required months in the NICU, and her survival was a significant family milestone. Other than that, the family's health history has been relatively private. Potential causes or triggers, presented carefully. In teenagers, sudden hospitalizations can be caused by a range of conditions, from acute infections, like pneumonia or meningitis, to appendicitis, severe allergic reactions, or autoimmune flare-ups. Stress-related conditions can also be a factor, especially in high-profile families where privacy is limited. However, without confirmation, any specific diagnosis for Jordyn-Grace would be speculative and irresponsible to claim. General medical context from experts. Medical professionals often point out that prompt treatment is critical in sudden-onset illnesses for adolescents. Dr. Andrea Bonnier, a licensed clinical psychologist, notes that the emotional stress of being unwell can be compounded when a family is in the public eye. Pediatric specialists also emphasize that recovery outcomes are often much better when families can rally together and maintain a strong support network, something the Duggar family is known for. Emotional toll on the family. Even without knowing the exact diagnosis, the emotional impact of a sudden hospitalization is profound. In large, tightly knit families like the Duggars, a health crisis can send ripples through every relationship. Parents Jim, Bob, and Michelle have been through high-pressure medical situations before with Josie's premature birth, but facing another serious illness, especially involving a teen, can bring fresh layers of worry. Siblings may struggle with fear, uncertainty, and the sudden change in household dynamics. For a family that has always been under the microscope, balancing medical privacy with public curiosity only adds to the strain. When the Duggars face a crisis, history shows a clear pattern. Communication is tightly managed, with a flow of information often routed through Jim, Bob, and Michelle before anyone else can speak publicly. In past scandals or health scares, statements were carefully worded, sometimes vague, and often framed to reflect the family's faith-based narrative. This isn't just about privacy. It's about protecting the family's carefully cultivated image, which has been a cornerstone of their public life since their TLC days. That controlled messaging can create friction behind the scenes. Some siblings prefer transparency, feeling that the public and their fans deserve honesty in moments like this. Others, especially those still close to Jim, Bob, and Michelle, may lean towards silence or heavily filtered updates. With Jordyn-Grace hospitalization, it's possible those tensions are resurfacing. Older sisters like Jana have historically stepped into a caregiving role in emergencies, especially with the younger children. She may be quietly managing day-to-day needs while the parents focus on hospital visits and communication with doctors. On the other hand, Jill, who has been more distanced from the family in recent years, may be offering emotional support from afar, or using her own platform to speak about broader themes of family, faith, and resilience, without directly naming the situation. Public reaction to Jim, Bob, and Michelle's handling of this crisis will likely be divided. Supporters may see them as steadfast, loving parents holding their family together under extraordinary pressure. Critics, however, might view any social media updates, post photos, or Bible verse-laden statements as performative, more about optics than authenticity. In moments like these, the line between genuine support and public relations becomes razor-thin, and the Duggars' ability to navigate that line will shape not only how they're perceived now, but how this chapter is remembered in the years to come. The Duggar fanbase has been quick to respond, but not all in the same way. On one side, there's a wave of sympathy. Many fans, some of whom have followed Jordyn-Grace since she was a toddler on 19 Kids and Counting, have filled comment sections with heartfelt prayers, Bible verses, and personal stories of overcoming illness. Their posts often echo a shared sentiment. No matter what people think about the Duggar parents, a child's suffering should unite everyone in compassion. But on the other side, there's a current of skepticism that's just as loud. Longtime critics of the family, and even some disillusioned former fans, question how much of the situation is being shared honestly. These voices point to the Duggar family's history of controlling the public narrative, suggesting that details might be withheld, polished, or selectively revealed to maintain their image. Social media has amplified both ends of this spectrum. On Instagram, heartfelt prayers can be found directly under comments questioning motives. On X, threads praising Jordyn-Grace's strength are followed immediately by replies speculating about deeper, unspoken family issues. Facebook fan groups, once united, are now split between those calling for patience and privacy and those demanding more transparency. Messages of support have poured in nonetheless, from fellow reality TV families, Christian influencers, and even casual viewers who rarely comment on Duggar news. Many of these posts emphasize the humanity of the moment. Regardless of fame, illness is a deeply personal trial. This isn't the first time the Duggar family has faced a public health scare. Fans recall similar moments, such as Josie Duggar's premature birth in 2009, when the family received a flood of prayers but also faced scrutiny over their medical choices. Each time, the pattern seems to repeat: sympathy first, skepticism soon after. And in the current social media era, those cycles move faster than ever, with emotions running high and every post analyzed in real time. As Jordyn-Grace continues her fight, one thing remains certain: this is a defining chapter for the Duggar family, both behind closed doors and under the public spotlight. The coming days may bring clarity about her health, reveal deeper truths about their family bonds, and show how they adapt beyond the carefully crafted image the world once knew. Our thoughts and prayers are with Jordyn-Grace and the entire Duggar family during this challenging time. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next update. Hello, lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Christina. Hope your day is so well. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.